Yo, shout out to Brian from Jailbreak Zone. Thank you so much for making that video on how to enable multitasking gestures on your iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, and of course adding the addition to the video at the bottom as an update. That was the biggest help. So let me just go ahead and show you how I did it. Because I was having such a tough time doing this, finding the string. Just going to iFile, and of course this is after the step in Brian's video. I'll just say later to that. Okay, it's system, and now I didn't have to do this with the iPad for some reason. After I did the jailbreak on my iPad, this feature was already in the package. But with my iPhone 4 and my iPod Touch 4G, I had to actually manually go in and make the changes, so who knows. Alright, so yeah, after systems, library is the next step, and you just go to core services right here. Sorry about the reception or the quality of the video. I'm using my iPhone 4. This is the only thing I have right now to record. Excuse me. And yeah, what's next? The Springboard app, that file right there. And now, depending on which device you're using, which iDevice you're using, you're looking for a plist file. I think the iPhone and the iPod, the plist files, they start with an N, and in the iPad, the plist file starts with a K. Okay, here it is, K48AP plist right there. So just click on that. Property list viewer, and so this is where I was having a problem. Anyway, you go into capabilities, and within capabilities, now this is already in here because, like I said, with the iPad, you'll see multitasking. That's the regular multitasking that's part of the operating system. And then multitasking gestures is what you're going to manually put into your iPhone 4 or your iPod Touch 4G. So in order to get this, you're basically going to press the plus sign to add, and you're going to type in multitasking dash gestures, all in lowercase, and you're going to change the type to Boolean. That's Boolean. Again, I'm not going to do this because it's actually in here. And in the last row, you're going to change this to capabilities. Now, for some reason, my iPod Touch, after the jailbreak yesterday on 4.3.1, the multitasking abilities were already in the property list on my iPod Touch. So I was able to go to settings, and on the right side I saw multitasking gestures. It was already on, and it had a few instructions on how to use multitasking gestures. However, it didn't work. It was just the strangest thing. So for the iPod Touch, I had to manually come into the system and enter this part of it in order for the multitasking gestures to actually work. And I put it into capabilities. You take it out of the property list, and it actually works. I don't know why it didn't work in the property list, but I'm pretty sure one of the hackers are going to explain. I have no idea. Okay, so I'm not going to, well, you're going to press create, but I'm not going to do this again because I have this already, so I'm going to cancel that. So after you're done with that, multitasking gestures is going to appear in this file. Whatever plist file you're working on, whether it's your iPhone or your iPod Touch, is going to appear under multitasking. And you're just going to make sure that it's turned on. You're going to click done. You're going to get out of iFile and just respring if you have SB settings. Now, if you don't, I guess you just turn off, turn on. And when you turn your device on, it should be working. So, see, I just did the 5-finger gesture, just pushed up the home screen, and now you're looking at programs that I have running in the background. And if I go back into iFile and I wanted to take a look at the other programs that are running, I would just swipe from one to the next. Okay, these are the things that I have running. Now I notice when you spring this for the first time, whatever you have open has to load. But after everything loads, you know, it's pretty, see? Like it has to load for the first. And when you get to the last part of whatever program you have open or app or whatever, you'll get this effect, like a bouncy effect. It'll just, you know, like there's nothing beyond there. Go back in the opposite direction. And that's it. You know, hope you enjoyed the video. But again, you know, Brian, thanks a lot. Peace.